If you're wondering if you should dive into freelancing, maybe you just got laid off, maybe you're sick of your job, whatever, here are 8 things that you need to be aware of to figure out if freelancing is good for you. Number 1, you have to have a skill that people usually hire for. So that's, writing, strategy, documentation, project management, editing, coding, design, something that you might see a job description for. You need to know if that execution-focused skill is something that you can deliver on. Number 2, you've got to be comfortable working solo for hours or days at a time, because that is the reality of our work. We get our assignments from clients and then we do them. So it is hard if you are someone who is not motivated to work completely solo, or if you need a team around you to get a job done. Number 3 is that you know how to run meetings or interviews, because oftentimes a client will show up at a meeting and kind of be like, all right, run it. And any current freelancers watching this, leave a comment below if that's happened to you. It's happened to me a bunch of times, and it's happened to a lot of other folks that I know too. I'm curious your experience. But you do need to know how to run a meeting, because you're going to have to ask that client questions. You're going to have to manage the project. You're going to have to interview somebody maybe. It's important. Then we come to, are you curious about other people and their businesses, almost to the point of being nosy? Because as a freelancer, you are an equal partner with your client. You're going to come forward, you're going to help them as much as you can. And that means you need to know a lot about them. And that means you need to want to know a lot about them. So if you talk to someone in another business and you just find yourself like scratching the intellectual itch of like, tell me more. What do you do? How can I learn more about your job? That is definitely a good sign that you could thrive in freelancing. Number 5, you have to like helping people, because at the end of the day, that's what we do as freelancers. We help people solve their business problems, and sometimes personal, because we're under non-disclosure agreements with our clients, and that means you get a lot of people sharing a lot of personal things, and you have to want to help someone in the way that you are capable. So when I run my business as a freelance writer, I'm not saying I'm going to solve your marriage problems, but I am saying I'm going to make sure that this content writing is so smooth and easy that you're comfortable that you can go focus on your marriage problems or on the rest of your work or whatever it might be. Number 6, you can't have a problem with admin work. You're going to be doing invoicing, banking, follow-ups, random emails, meeting bookings. Even if you get a VA to help you with this down the line, virtual assistant, they're wonderful, but you're still going to do some of it. It's ultimately your business, and doing it at the beginning can be really great to actually learn more about your clients, but it is kind of tedious. And if you absolutely hate it and say, I will never do that, this may not be the right path for you. The 7th is your values. You have to value location and time freedom more than you value teamwork. And they're equal things to value in the sense that I'm not saying one is better than the other objectively. You need to know what's better for you. Similar to being able to work solo, you need to be able to say, yeah, I value being able to work remotely. I value my time, my control more than I value being with a team. Because if being with a team is your core value, then working solo as a freelancer, you're not going to get the benefits that you might want. Even if the money is good or even better than being an employee, the core soul benefit is, S-O-U-L, soul benefit, is location and time freedom versus working with a team. And then the final one is you got to have some of your own material to work from, your own computer, your own phone to record videos, maybe a ring light, which is what I've got so that I don't look so tired right now. You have to make those investments in yourself, because you are building an actual business based around your services. You're not just looking for a job where a company is going to provide you that stuff. Now, the good news is all of that is a tax deduction, or most of it, depending on your jurisdiction. Definitely always talk to competent tax professionals in that regard. But the general rule is if you have to buy something for your business, it is going to be a tax deduction in most jurisdictions. And if you're watching this thinking, I fit that, I'm a freelancer, heck yeah, but we have an impending recession right now, or a current recession right now, depending on where you are in the world. Honestly, recessions can be an absolutely fantastic time to start freelancing, and you can see more about that in the next video. It's probably up on the screen somewhere, but check that out, because really recessions can be a wonderful time to start freelancing. I highly recommend it in some cases because of how businesses operate and think in recessionary times. So check out the next video. I'll see you there. We'll talk more about it.